Thank you so much for joining us. And we're just going to go straight into our first meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes if you like. You can meditate with our eyes open also. And then we begin by tuning into the posture, feeling our bodies, releasing any tension, comfortably sitting in the chair. It's very good if our spine is straight and our neck is pointing up toward the ceiling. And maybe roll the shoulders back a little bit, a couple times to open up the chest. And it's always good for the hips to be higher than the knees. This really opens up the stomach area, allows us to breathe more easily. So for those of us that are tall, um, like Matt here, 6'3", a cushion is very helpful underneath us. And so then once we've settled into our bodies, we begin by observing our everyday breath. So simply going into a moment of repose where we can observe and feel the everyday breath, feeling the stream of air as it moves into the body and back out again. Observing any qualities of the breath. Is it a fine breath? Is it a deep breath? Is it an anxious breath? Is it a relaxing breath? Very often the everyday breath is shallow. We're carrying all the weight of the day, all the anxieties and the jitters. And so we'll take our first step toward filling ourselves with spirit by breathing more fully. And so I invite you to put your hand on your stomach. Breathing in and out through the nose. Our attunement today is the earth attunement. And so we just breathe in and out through the nose, deepening the breath. Feeling the belly expand and contract. Perhaps with every breath, we expand a little bit further. And with every exhale, we exhale a little bit further. And then observing our tendency where all of us are either an inhale specialist or an exhale specialist. Almost always there's a preference. So just observing, does the exhale come easily? Sometimes it's difficult to let all of the air out. Maybe even it can even be a little bit of fear for the body to expel all of the air from the stomach and the lungs. And then for some of us, the inhale is challenging. So being gentle with ourselves. Allowing what feels right. And so then, this is already a beautiful practice, the deep breathing. I'd like to invite you to go a little further where we incorporate the heartbeat. And so I invite you to put your other hand on your chest over your physical heart. And just placing our attention there. Giving our hearts that nourishing attention of the breath. Many of us say our heart is our home. We also like to say that the heart makes its own medicine. So the heart just loves this attention as we breathe, focusing on the heart. And then feeling the heartbeat can be a wonderful experience in meditation. And if the heartbeat doesn't come easily, we can always feel the echo of the heart, the pulse, by putting our finger on our wrist or on our neck. And then to take it to the final step of heart rhythm meditation, these are all cumulative steps, wonderful stations to rest at. I often just meditate feeling the heartbeat and the deep breath. It's a wonderful place to be. There's a further step, easy to learn, difficult to master, where we count the heartbeats on the inhale and on the exhale. And this has really profound, harmonious and healing effects on the body, where we develop this rhythm, this balanced rhythm of, for example, 4 heartbeats on the inhale, 4 heartbeats on the exhale, or maybe 6 or 8. We find that rhythm that really sits well with us. All right, and then so continuing with the basic practice at whatever level feels right for us, we'll go into our theme today of gratefulness. Gratefulness. So just taking that into our hearts. Seeing what arises, what's alive in us with this quality of gratefulness. And we're also going to practice more of the earth attunement with the earth breath, connecting with our home planet, Mother Earth, which really just broadens the heart. I think brings us to a place where we can be filled with so much more compassion, capacity. And so we begin by breathing down below us. And so we breathe down from the heart, down the stomach and spine, and down the root, and also down our legs on the exhale. And then we breathe, the energy of the breath comes up from below on the inhale. And so at first, with every breath, our roots seep deeper and deeper down into the earth. Traveling down, 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 below all the underground waters and all the sediment and layers, down all the history of humanity and all of the creation on the planet. Down, 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 until we reach the heart of the earth. The molten core of the earth. And the heart, the earth actually has a wonderful heartbeat. It's very, very slow and strong, powerful. It's called the Schumann resonance. And so we connect our heart to the heart of this wonderful celestial being that we have always lived on and can always rely upon. In this life, we can always rely on our breath, our heartbeat, and Mother Earth is always beneath us. So breathing down and making this connection. And then on the inhale, we breathe nourishing, revitalizing energy back up the spine and up to the heart. Nourishing every cell of our bodies. My teacher, Paran, says that there's no such thing as bad energy. There's just energy that maybe is stuck or in the wrong place. And so when we connect with the earth, it really is just such a wonderful renewal, very much like, the waste that we create becomes new life for the earth. Mother Earth transforms it into, all of these beautiful creations, the like fungi kingdom and all the little creations, and plant kingdom and all the animals and plants, like this composting. It's just a renewal, a natural cycle of life. And so in that way, just like our breath is nourishing to plants, what we breathe down is like a gift to our planet. All of the worries, we release all of the stressors, the challenges, the resentments, and then we breathe back up the antidote, just fresh, revivifying energy. And again, we'll tune into our theme of gratefulness. Gratefulness. Now that we are wonderfully connected to the earth, in support of our planet, with her, does this shift our experience of gratefulness? All right, so we'll begin our journey back from the meditation. I invite you to return your breathing back to the everyday breath. Feeling ourselves sitting in the seat. And I invite you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Beautiful meditation. So wonderful to meditate with you guys. Um, so so now we'll do, I think we know each other, but we'll do our little intros as a reminder of our name and where we're from, and then if you'd like, you can share about our theme or the practice or anything at all. So I'll go first. So as you know, I'm Robert. I'm from Western Massachusetts. I live in South Hadley, Mass. And well, I think I'm very grateful for that restorative connection, very grounding connection that I felt. I think, and probably what I'm even more grateful for is when I haven't taught meditation in a little while. We took a break here, and when someone leads a practice, there's a lot of wonderful energies that come in. Sometimes, and I've talked, this is very common. Other people that teach have described the same thing, where there's a strong attunement that comes in. It's sort of like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just a vessel, and there's such a great blessing in it. So I really feel that strongly today, even with just a couple of us, and feels great. It's a blessing. All right, so let's do a second practice if you guys are up for it. We'll have a little piece of music as well. So I invite you to sit back close our eyes, tune back into our posture, preparing the body to meditate. Giving the body any attention it needs to be comfortable. But also a little bit alert. We want the spine kind of pointing up so we don't get drowsy. And then, just like before, we'll go through the same steps a little bit more rapidly, tuning into the everyday breath, seeing where the everyday breath is now after we've meditated and had some heart sharings. And then I invite you again to put your hand on your stomach. Going into the earth breath again, in and out through the nose. Moving toward a deep, balanced breath. We like to say that breath is life. And then just like before, we can put our other hand on our chest. We begin nourishing our hearts with the energy of the breath. It's as if our very hearts are breathing. With every inhale and every exhale, we're breathing in and out from the heart. And hopefully we get a semblance of the heartbeat as well. With every full inhale and exhale, we just enjoy the sensation of the breath and the heartbeat. And now we'll revisit our same steps before of breathing down below us, breathing these energetic roots down below our hearts and our spines and even our feet. Down, down, down toward the core of the earth. And then breathing up, fresh, revitalizing, nourishing energy. Perhaps it's helpful to contemplate this magnanimous being, our planet Earth, that we're connecting to. All the vast reaches of the planet, all the mountains, great oceans, all the forms of life, from the microscopic all the way to the great, majestic, all the great birds and rainforests and deserts, and all the peoples of the earth. This is what we are connecting to. All right, and so now we're going to take the earth breath even further with an extension of what we call the width of the heart And I like to call this, sometimes we call it the wings of the heart. There's just something about having a really broad heart on the left and the right that makes us so much more compassionate and rounded, generous, and grateful. And so we'll continue to breathe from the core of the earth. So breathing up these energies, up the spine into the heart. And then we'll exhale on the left and the right. Just like infinitely, this width dimension of the heart just goes out to the stars and beyond, on the left and the right on the exhale. Sometimes I get this imagery of these majestic branches growing out to the left and the right. The heart just is expanding and expanding. And then maybe if it feels right, we can just breathe in and out from the left and the right, just imagining this infinite energies going out on the exhale and then breathing them back in, nourishing the heart. Breathing out these wings of the heart and breathing back in. We certainly we certainly have many challenges at this time, like Lisa was saying, what is going on out there, right? So many, it's just systemic even problems. And so how is it that we hold those that we care about? Or even hold those that we don't, that we are our enemies, as some of us resonate with this, these ideals of, you mean holding those that hurt us. And this is the way to do it. This is the way that I do it. Connected with the earth, with those broad wings of the heart. It's almost like that hurt that we've received, even from those that are close to us, is like a drop in the ocean. We can be our true selves, who we are at the soul level, with a broad heart. And so now I'll play this piece of music that, from time to time I like to listen to. It's called Sunset. by Peter Cater. All right. Blessings to you guys.